And there you scream. I have been considering getting rollerblades as an alternative to running. Because I do not have the space to store a bike here.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
Mark 1 for Indianapolis apartments.
Yeah. Honestly, mark a lot for Indianapolis apartments over Chicago apartments, no offense.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
I've been
space in general.
I've been storing my bike inside because there's no good place for me to put a bike in my apartment complex, and also I've already had one stolen, so not gonna let that happen again.
That's true.
There's just no good reason to ever store a bike outside of a building.
It's kind of like there's no good reason to ever have an indoor-outdoor pet. Unless you live on a farm.
Yeah.
But farmers are on thin fucking ice.
I mean, yeah. They are the drains on our society, so...
I made a room.
I'll be on in a couple minutes.
I will join right now. I made the Barrett armor today.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
I first logged on about 20 minutes ago, and I did 2 gathering quests for the village.
Yeah, I've only been doing village stuff.
Yeah.
It scoots you along at a nice pace.
Yeah, it does.
I'm hoping it's not too quick a pace, but I'm also taking my time.
But also the pace at it really seems to imply that there are a lot of monsters in this base game.
Probably,
That's
yeah.
good.
Yeah, because there's quite a few monsters already by Village Star 3 or whatever, and you haven't even seen like a Rathian or anything yet.
Nice.
Okay, well that concerns me that like 80% of the monsters are 1 and 2 star bullshit monsters.
Well, hopefully,
You know,
I can't imagine
the
that,
world
but-
conundrum.
Yeah. They do have a lot of 1 and 2 star monsters, but
I mean, because they have like the entire cast of World in this game, so
right.
you're don't. Why are you trying to sit there? You're just gonna fall. It's not a seat. There was nothing there.
Here I sit.
Doing everything I fit.
For some reason, I made the Barrett charge blade, and I made like a cool poison charge blade, and literally none of them are better than just the fucking bone charge blade.
Yay!
Here I am.
Doing everything I. Okay, I'm not gonna do it every
That's
single
the
time.
one.
Please stop
There's
digging your claws into my soft leg.
we live next to like a really nice, quiet bunch of people, but there are people like across the pond who are just throwing like fucking frat parties.
Yeah, I
right
fucking hate Brits.
now. Sure.
Because across the pond.
Yeah, no, I got it.
And they're British people. The people who live across from you, they're British. I'm telling you this as a fact.
I mean, the way that they shout swears all the time doesn't really sound super British.
Doesn't sound what?
It's an immersive learning experience.
Doesn't sound super British.
It's an immersive
No.
American learning experience.
British swear all the time. Anyway, break into their place and steal their Tim Tams.
This is why you should stop stabbing
Well, how come we-
because you get caught on my fucking pants and you get stuck and freak out.
Wait, Tim Tams are Australian.
How come we're killing 20 Izuchi or Altera?
Because it is a quest that I had and we're never gonna fucking do it otherwise.
Gosh,
May as well
alright.
do it before Jordan logs on.
Food.
What the fuck?
I like doing the bullshit quests. No one else does, but I do.
I enjoy it more in this game because you can pick up the sub quests or whatever and just like do a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, like taking like the weird world system, which turned into the subquests in this game, was they did a good job with it.
What was the weird world system?
You know, the resource center, and you could accept basically subquests, but they weren't called that, and they were also mixed in with all of, like, the expedition type hunts.
It sounds kind of familiar.
It's basically exactly what this system is now with the subquests, but it wasn't called that, and just labeling it optional subquests is so much more fucking clear.
Yeah.
Please, with your tail and the forearm and the gyro controls.
What gyro controls are you experiencing?
My cat bumping my fucking arm while I hold the controller.
Wait, you have gyro controls on even for your Blade Master weapons?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's the gyroscopic camera.
Why do you have it on for non-aiming things?
Because I just have it on in games when it's an option all the time.
What purpose does that serve as a Blade Master?
I like using gyro controls to supplement my sticks in general.
Huh.
Splatoon fucking got its hooks in me bad.
I definitely don't understand that for Blade Master weapons, but different strokes for different folks.
It's like not it's just because I have the option, so I would like to use it. Was that a fucking
Elephant?
Mario Kart Double Dash horn sample?
The world may never know. Okay, they're where the red things are, right?
Yeah.
All right, they're just enemies. Yeah, so the switch skill attacks aren't necessarily wire bug related, which really shocked me. I thought that was specifically what they were.
Yeah, and that like makes them potentially insane.
Yeah.
Cause it could just like then it could just basically take a move in your like your normal combo chain and make it just better.
That's exactly what it's doing, pretty much. I actually replaced one of mine with something. Is it this? Yeah, maybe. One of the ones that I just put on just gives me a bigger guard point when I switch between sword and axe. And I think that's all it does. So it's like, duh.
Yeah, make guard points easier? Yes, thank you.
Yeah. By the way, there are super Jaggis in this game.
Super Jaggis?
There are super Jaggis.
The Great Jaggy?
Megatron came back and he's now Galvatron.
This is not a dead. Hey, Hunting Horn, super bad for small monsters.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, like right now I have a gathering mushrooms subquest on, so this kind of hunt is just helpful for that.
Yeah,
And you pretty much get an armor sphere for each one of them, which is good.
Yes. Which is why I've been trying to keep them up at all times.
Yeah.
Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. There is a real Big Fish song where the horn section just straight up sounds like it could be a fucking Mario Kart track.
I mean,
Which makes
Mario Kart
sense.
music is basically ska, without like the reggae beats.
Agreed.
Have you seen this pink guy called the Brew Hair?
Yes, and it just fucking makes your like healing
Makes
better.
your everything good.
Yeah.
Like all items are just better.
getting so many fucking Alteroth carves. This shit rocks. Just fucking throwing kunai at a bug on the ground. Get fucked,
You.
idiot.
Piss off. Easy GB.
These are Roggies. What?
Oh yeah, they are. All right.
Ah, it would appear that there is a Roggy in this quest. Yeah, fuck you. I'm just gonna blind you and run away.
Oh. Actually, okay, I might actually take this one thing off. I'll show you what it does to my combo.
What is the code?
It is in the Discord, because I don't remember it.
Thank
Oh
you.
yeah, 5 something.
Yep.
Now that Jordan has the world's largest spoons put away, I will turn him up.
Oh yeah, I am at 50 as well. Okay, so Chris, watch. I guess it's my change back to sword here. Well, let me kill this bitch first. Okay, my change back to sword now looks like. Do I have auto sheath on? Why would I ever have that on?
Yeah, I definitely turned that off right away.
Where is that one? Controls, sheath settings, auto sheath, manual sheath. Wow, I've never noticed it until now. Maybe it only does it when you're out of combat or whatever.
Yes, it's when you're out of combat and
Okay. So watch when I change back to shield. You know how it's normally like the wide, like 180 slash?
yeah, it's like a spin and you pull the sword part out and
Yeah. This is what it is with this switch skill.
oh,
Which like I kind of don't prefer.
it
Like,
probably does more direct damage, but also it looks way fucking riskier.
yeah, supposedly if something hits the guard point, it like is really powerful. But like, I'm not usually using that move with the intent of getting hit on a guard point.
Yeah, like
So
anytime a guard point happens when I play Charge Blade, it's a happy accident.
of course, like, I don't think you. I'm sure you can incorporate it into like really high level gameplay, but there's kind of no point otherwise. I mean, there's already so much going on with the weapon. Like, why do you have to worry about, or why would I worry about guard points, really?
Yeah. I should check what my hunting horn situation got changed to. Because I didn't realize last night at 2 in the morning that it was like not necessarily attached to skill buttons.
Yeah, I mean, neither did I. It also, I need to read you how it's described because it makes no fucking sense, and I had to look up.
I definitely remember that at the end of the night. You just reading it over and over, being like, "What the fuck does this say?"
Okay, yeah. And like, I went and read like a Reddit thing about it where someone was like, "Yeah, it's not described very well," and then they proceeded to describe it even worse somehow, and I'm like, "How the fuck do you do this thing?"
Sounds like Reddit.
Yeah.
My dog is fucking Sonic.
Speed
Okay.
of sound?
That's scary. Why is he doing that?
Sonic Adventures, when you just like run down a fucking sheer cliff face.
No, this brings up an interesting question. Would a human being fucking Sonic be bestiality?
mean,
Sonic
play
06
Sonic 06.
boldly claimed no.
Play Sonic 06 and make your own decision.
Oh no.
That's the one where a real human woman falls in love with him and they kiss.
Sonic kisses a real human, not woman, girl.
That's the real
So
problem there.
it may be
We're
both
probably like a
bestiality
12-year-old
and pedophilia.
Like, well, I don't know. It's just, I'm wondering because like bestiality is like obviously it has to do with animals, but like, is the like lack of consent like an aspect of that?
Owen, opinion on bestiality.
Pro, con, jury's out.
Coming from your local potato, the potato says absolutely not.
Oh,
I mostly just wanted to pop in to say 2 very good song choices.
Oh, I was Chris wasn't in here, but I was playing the music of Duncan, Music that described Duncan.
Trying to summon him, or
Oh, I thought you were just
Maybe.
playing the Cooler's Revenge soundtrack.
Oh, I mean, I played Falling Down by Breaking Point, and I'm like, I can't not also play Reminded by Drowning Pool.
As soon as I saw Falling Down, I was like, ooh, that Cooler though.
But I
But also
guess,
Easier to Run is a very good song.
yeah, Easier to Run seems to describe Duncan pretty well, and then uh, I guess he skydove today or yesterday or something
Yeah.
according to Facebook. So,
oh,
Okay.
so that's what Falling Down.
I don't
Oh, he's
understand that
kinda-
guy at all anymore.
No.
Anyway,
Anyway, what's
How
up,
was
Owen?
the monster hunting? Ah, I'm doing well. How are you guys? How's the new Monster Hunter game?
You know,
We only played it for like 8 straight hours last night, but so
5.
Yeah, I saw you guys on there. I was like, I wonder what they're doing.
Yeah,
But
yeah, it's
hey, new
real
game,
good.
gotta. That's good. I'm glad.
I mean,
It's like when Gears
definitely.
of War 3 came out.
Oh, I remember that when you guys were in college.
Yeah, and Josh didn't leave his room for like a solid 24 hours.
Yeah, I haven't had a game release quite like this in definitely quite a while. I can't remember the last one. Maybe like Mario Odyssey, where I just like slammed through that game in like a week or whatever. But the problem is, I do also have
Tim, Animal
responsibility.
Crossing.
Oh yeah, Animal Crossing. Well, I don't know.
You put
That
like
one's a
12 fucking hours a day in the flower fields.
No, you're right. That one's a different vibe though. Like
You right though.
is
something
this tiny?
is different about that.
I specifically remember when we were in Arizona, you were like, I'm making sure that I download it to my Switch so that I will never not have it on my Switch.
Yeah, that was the goal, and I don't regret that decision.
Fine.
No.
But Animal Crossing is better, like specifically.
Yeah.
I like physical media, but for Animal Crossing, I knew I just wanted to pop into it, like as
Right.
often as I wanted.
What's it like having a download of Animal Crossing that doesn't completely betray you?
Uh-oh. What happened?
Chris has so much anger related to Animal Crossing; it's kind of unnerving.
I mean, I was mostly talking about how the fact that the game like crashed and uninstalled itself like 3 times on me.
this is true. It did do that.
So that's
I will-
that's the main reason why I stopped playing Animal Crossing.
So
Did that
basically,
to you
Owen,
3 separate times?
Yeah, in
So
like the
Owen-
course of 2 days.
yeah, his
Jeez.
Animal Crossing was super fucking haunted because he really wanted to get rid of like this camo alligator that he didn't like. And so he finally got rid of him, and then he was island hopping to search for a new villager. His game crashed, and then Tom Nook auto moved in that same alligator into his town the next day.
Yeah. Like I saw the
And I
alligator
don't think
on
he
the
ever
island.
played Animal Crossing again.
What is this creepypasta shit?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Fucking Ben drowned, only Sly drowned.
Only it was Sly. It was Sly
Ben
Animal.
drowned and turned into a camo alligator that refuses to leave your town.
Yeah. Like he went to my sister's island for a little bit after he moved out of mine the first time. And I went and like was on her island and talked to him a single time, and he didn't recognize me, and I'm like, spooky. And then I saw him on a bamboo island when I was fishing for a new villager. Ooh, let's see who I get. He didn't recognize me for the second time, and then my
Oh,
game
yeah,
exploded.
You found him on the island, and then the game exploded, and then Tom Nook moved him onto your island.
Yes.
It's like the most fucking chilling shit.
That's so funny. That's like those. Have you guys seen those YouTube memes where it's like the anti-piracy screens?
What about him?
It's like a whole new level of like meme that people will create, like fake Nintendo anti-piracy screens for
Oh.
like old games. So
Okay.
like they made one for Animal Crossing New Leaf where they you know, you walk into like maybe it's not New Leaf, it's whatever one. What one was for the DS? Was that Wild World?
Yeah, that was Wild World.
Okay. It's like the person comes into the shop, and Timmy and Tommy are both standing there, and you can't move, and they're like, "It's too late. We've called the police already." You should check some of them out. They're pretty funny. Like they're meant to be kind of creepy pasta-y,
Yeah.
but clearly they're fake. Although Mr.
yeah,
Rossetti is about as close as it gets to like a real anti-piracy thing.
True. God.
He threatens
do
to
miss him,
reset
though.
your game.
I miss that motherfucker. Reset your game and
I
your
know.
face turns into Coco Animal Crossing for some reason.
Yeah. Coco from Animal Crossing New Leaf. Or New Horizons for the Nintendo Switch.
Why do I have
Oh.
the cat email message on the top of my
I-
screen?
Oh, did Jordan send his guild card to us?
No.
I
should do
also, I also have the. Wait, now it's gone. Is yours gone now?
What the fuck? It's Sly.
It's.
I was gonna say Chris's dog is just gonna turn into the camo alligator.
Suddenly you're like, doo-doo, doo-doo. And there's like a mailbox right next to you.
Chris's Switch is just corrupted.
I mean, I did genuinely just get a brand new SD card after that because I'm like, I just can't trust this thing, and I lost
That was
all
really
of my fucking videos and all of that. I dumped them onto a
Oh,
computer.
no.
I dumped them onto a computer, but like it's not accessible anymore, so whatever.
That's right. Yeah, that SD card must have been fucked.
It must have been. I mean, it was like 3 years old because I bought it basically at the launch.
Uh huh.
Oh,
I bought mine specifically when Animal Crossing came out, so it had a pretty
Mm.
low chance of being fucked up. I'm gonna take this counter morph slash off. Yeah, just back to morph slash. Are you? Yeah, you're in here, Jordan. Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh yeah, let me look at that. Change switch skill.
What are you and the fellers gonna play tonight? Totally untenable male
people.
people.
Possibly. We always stay up way too late playing that game, so we'll probably play something else tonight.
What is
Mostly just
totally-
because we can't. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just wondering what this game is. I can't figure it out.
Yeah,
Owen
it's
just
totally
visited-
reliable. Yeah, it's called
Oh.
Totally Reliable Delivery Service.
Oh, I think I know what that is. In the the game where you're like robbing houses and like destroying everything. Like,
That doesn't sound like what it is.
It's like the
No, it's basically
Gang Beasts type situation, only with
Yeah.
moving couches and shit, right?
It's like Gang Beasts meets Roblox, kind of.
yeah, in an open world where you're just trying to deliver packages, but the controls are awful.
okay, I now I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I've also heard of this. I was thinking of
Yeah.
something else.
Okay. Like I don't remember.
And basically, it's
robbing
just
people.
more fun to attempt to do the deliveries, but then just crash vehicles into each other.
It's kind of just a sandbox with very poorly controlled characters.
Yes.
Yes,
Boy.
which makes it great.
And it was like $7 on Switch when Owen was visiting. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I mean, yeah, fuck, whatever.
Yeah, it's like I don't think I've laughed more at a video game than when I've been playing that one. It's like, there have been times where we're in the desert trying to do a delivery and Mino gets caught in a tornado and his pants fly off. But
Sure.
yet somehow Josh and I aren't able to, because we both tried it and only Mino's pants fly off. So we're like, is that a cheat code? Like what?
Yeah, he has the setting turned on.
He bought the DLC. He bought the pantsless DLC.
That's probably true. I've been doing the Monster Hunter menu thing, and the menus aren't too bad. I'm just like, I've been lost in a menu for this entire conversation.
Ooh.
What am I trying to do? I remember now. Okay. I'm literally just trying to go to my item loadouts. Jesus.
The
All
silk,
right, guys, you ready?
the two silkbind things I have just affect like the playing songs part of Hunting Horn, so it's like barely noticeable.
I mean,
Eh.
I suppose that makes sense.
I switched mine to some dash thing, which is nice because I'm not crazy about the flying attack things with hammer because, like hammer, they are very slow, and that is a problem.
Right. Yeah.
It's this thing where like, oh, I'm gonna do a giant hammer slam from up in the air, and the monster moves like 2 feet to the side, and you miss, and it's like, well, thanks for that wind up there.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of them are pretty hard to control. Like, a lot of the ones that are worth using are kind of hard to control. Like
Cool.
the dashing and flying attacks and stuff.
And I'm sure it's probably just a matter of me not playing it right, but when I do land them, it's like 40 damage, and it's just like, no.
Really? Yeah, that's negligible. But it's 40 Silkbind damage.
Well, no.
I mean, it is.
Yeah, I know. It's not good enough. Good enough.
That's not good enough.
Gotta get those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers.
That's not good enough.
Why is the
Why is the rum gone?
Oh boy.
All right. Well, I will let you three resume your monster hunts, your gunts.
Resume.
Okay, well,
That was alarming.
that was said.
And some the world.
You look pathetic.
Don't like this at all. No.
You're watching more
He
videos.
did explain.
You know how I was showing you guys the Punch versus Zemnis same voice actor thing the other day?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was watching another video by that voice actor where he was saying why the hell his like deliveries as Zemnis are so like obscenely long, and he's like literally the voice directors were like, yeah, you have to fill this whole spot with this script or whatever, and it was like 4 words in English, but the Japanese script was like 20 syllables. So he like
twice as long.
yeah, he made like every letter of every word like 2 or 3 times as long as it normally would be.
No more eternal than that radiance of yours.
And I mean, it's menacing because it sounds like so calm or whatever.
I do also love that the people who like originally asked him to audition were like, "Yeah, do the vicious voice." And he's like,
He's like, sure, let me just do that one.
I don't know how to tell you guys that I did not do that.
You guys know that I was actually Punch from Cowboy Bebop. How y'all doing?
Hey, give me your Kingdom Hearts or else I'm gonna be pissed off.
Also, that guy seems like a super cool guy. In like the other video, he was doing kind of like a little masterclassy type thing with the audience, where like he was saying like, what am I doing when I give this delivery? Like, what do you notice? That sort of stuff or whatever. And he was talking about how he used to belong to like an opera company and stuff, and he gave the very correct opinion that head voice is not a thing that exists.
Right.
Like, okay, this guy knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
What is head voice?
Describing.
Head voice is like music, like it's kind of like a misnomer music term that vocal teachers have used for like centuries at this point, where like it's kind of just means like to sing like sing not from like the back of the throat, sing like more higher up or whatever. But like the implication is that like you're somehow singing in your head, which is not true. Like you're always singing from your throat. It's just like closer or further back in your throat.
I always interpreted head voice to be just a synonym for falsetto.
It's not.
Huh.
That's why it's that's why it's so confusing, because I think other people do use it that way. Like, so it's kind of a. I think it's a controversial term in general for pedagogy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did like that he took the time to explain that.
Yeah, and he wasn't like an asshole about it. He was just like, actually, it's like not a thing, but here's why.
I did like how the woman was like, "Well, I was in choir," and he's like, "Yeah, I sang for opera, so I know exactly
he's
what you're
like-
talking about."
Yeah, whatever. Company. But I would trust, obviously, a baritone vocalist like to know what that means more than a lot of people.
Yes. Sora, are you sure you can trust Riku?
So wait, this guy played a villain?
You're not jealous of Sora?
Howdy, everybody.
What, Jordan?
Did this guy play a villain?
Yeah, he plays the main villain of Kingdom Hearts 2 and like a continuing villain in the series.
All right.
And he's just
So-
well known for having a very, very low and like smooth delivery
like-
on his voice.
He has perhaps the most like pleasant to listen to voice deliveries of like any voice performance I've ever heard, which is strange. But it's like his voice is just so fucking deep and resonant, and also he's Punch from Big Shots.
Yes.
Howdy, y'all.
How y'all doing? And then it's like the last episode, I think, right, where he's like he speaks normally, and I'm like, oh, you know what? I can hear a little bit of
Yeah, he
sadness in
totally
there.
sounds like him. Then, 'cause turns out he's just like a very normal sounding guy who got like fired from Big Shots, and he was like trying to support his mom or something. It's like, oh
I know,
fuck.
it's so sad.
I'm really sad about Punch from Big Shots. Such a good show.
Cowboy Bebop?
Today is the last episode of Big Shots. What?
What? It's like, Punch, you don't think you should have told Judy about that off air, maybe?
Yeah, maybe don't do that on live TV. That's okay though. There have been worse things that have been
Listen,
said.
that's
on
the
live
producer's
TV.
job. It's not his job.
Yeah.
That's true.
He's just the host.
Probably the one who told him to. Folks, I don't know if I'm gonna.
I don't know if I'm ever gonna
Oh,
shoot
no.
this gun again.
They don't make it a 4-0 ball game.
Folks, I don't know if I'm ever gonna show another bounty again.
I consider myself a man of faith.
You know,
the
I
people who
consider
sign my
myself a man of
paycheck.
faith.
I apologize to my bosses at Fox and the people who sign my paycheck.
Oh man.
Oh my god. Tom Punch Brennaman.
Good lord.
I am very happy Dad got to see a legitimate game today instead of the crappy game he went to the last time.
Did they win this time?
Yeah, they won.
Oh yeah, they beat the
handily
fucking
today.
piss out of the
Yeah.
Rockies.
Rockies. Lucas Giolito struck out 9 people.
And like what? He only pitched like 5 innings, right?
Yeah, I think they limited him to 5 innings, so not bad.
Do you know if Vaughn was in left field again?
I think so. I mean, now that Eloy is gone for the majority of the season, they're probably
Yeah.
going to experiment a lot out there.
Yeah. The best comment about that I saw was, imagine it's August in Iowa. The White Sox are playing the Yankees. Out from the corn steps Eloy Jimenez.
Yeah, I forgot they're still doing the the Field of Dreams game, right?
Yeah.
Wait, are they just
So
literally
funny.
playing in an Iowa cornfield?
Yeah, they just built a fucking baseball field that sits like 6,000 people in the middle of fucking Iowa.
Wait, who?
Yeah.
The MLB did.
Yeah.
What team?
White Sox and
After
Yankees.
the,
What
after
the
the
fuck?
movie, they were just like, yeah, let's just build this field to be permanent.
Huh.
And they were gonna do it in 2020, but then everything happened, and then they were like, okay, we'll do it with the Cardinals, keep it in the Central Division, and then every single St. Louis Cardinal had every COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they were like, we're just going to move it to 2021. I made the mistake of texting my dad about that. I was like, man, I was so sad to see Eloy went down, and then there was just a barrage of texts afterwards. There
Several
was like,
people are
"Such a
typing.
dumbass.
What happened?
Dad,
Yeah, what did he
Dad
do?
was
Eloy
very not
Jimenez
happy.
is just a very confident left fielder who does not perhaps have the athleticism to make the catches he wants to be able to make.
One of them.
And he's a
Yeah.
professional athlete who is stubborn, and he's going to continue to try and make those catches.
Yeah.
Right, and the White Sox are paying him a lot of money to hit baseballs instead of miss catches.
Yeah,
and
they're
rip
like,
his
actually, we would
pectoral
prefer if you just hung out and had 45 home run seasons.
tendon. Right, yeah. Can you please just be Frank Thomas?
It's
Play
like, he
first base
fucking
maybe
totally could be.
sometimes.
Why isn't he a DH?
Yeah, absolutely. Because he wants to play in the field.
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
like, they asked him, and he's like, no, I'm a left fielder, though.
Yeah,
And they were
then
like,
he's
okay, Edwin, come on down.
Why don't you do
Yeah.
more?
What was
Yeah,
that?
Right, and then he was
yeah.
like, actually, I'm just going to rip apart my pectoral tendon while trying to make a catch in a game that does not matter.
He's just very
So,
bad
yeah.
at not getting injured when he tries to make catches.
I know. Well, and that was the worst part. It's like there's a whole compilation of him like whiffing on catches in 2020 where he just like runs into the netting, and you're like, dude, what are you doing?
I love him, though. He's great. He's one of my favorite players.
I know. And that's why I
His
told.
nickname
I
is
told
Big
my
Baby.
dad- I know. In the history of White Sox lore, you have Paulie, Big Hurt, and Big Baby.
In 2020.
Yeah, I honestly think that Luis Robert is athletic enough that he could play both left and center field at the same
I
time.
mean, that's basically what Vaughn was saying when he was, like, going to try his first ever game in left field the other day. They were like, so what are you doing? He's like, well, if anything is hitting the corner, I'll grab that, and anything else, well, that's Luis's job.
Exactly, because Luis used to steal catches from Eloy all the time anyway.
Maybe that gave him a complex or something.
Yeah, probably. I'll have to...
I mean,
Chris, you
you
should send Tim like a compilation of Luis Roberts stealing catches from Eloy.
I mean, there's like the fucking best screen cap from the 2020 baseball season where it's just Luis Robert ran over into left field and just grabbed what would have been a routine fly ball for Eloy. And Eloy just stopped and just like put his hand in his glove down in front of him and stood very respectfully and just like dead faced straight ahead.
He's
'Cause
like, I deserve this.
he's so fucking funny.
It's just like, it doesn't help that Luis Robert is built like a fucking human tank.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, that is one of the most athletically built men I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, he could be a fucking wide receiver.
Yeah,
Did you guys see my freaking chainsaw that I was slicing through that chicken?
Yes.
Satisfying as shit.
I love that on my Switch, the top 4 people that I'm friends with are all playing Monster Hunter, and then Ella's cousin's husband is playing FIFA.
FIFA on the Nintendo Switch, okay.
There are two kinds of gamers.
They're basically
They're-
us and Duncan.
Yeah.
Um,
I unfortunately can't find this picture without a stupid
and,
fucking...
and then there's Owen. On Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Yep.
There's too many houses.
I'm back, baby.
Okay, it's
I'm
the
back in the saddle again.
all right, go to the Discord.
I'm Wonton Destruction in Bodlin.
I've never seen this.
And
Wait,
Luis is
so-
fucking like laughing his ass off.
He is. Had he already caught it by that point?
Yes, that's when he was getting ready to throw it back to the infield.
Like, fucking seriously, dude?
It's a very very good.
I'm appreciating everyone's all the new players' love of really high numbers.
Yes, we have like an 88, 74, 86. It's insane.
Yeah, I mean Jose Abreu's 79.
It's pretty old.
Yeah,
And he's still fucking raking.
Oldest baseball player to stand in the batter's box.
there have been others that have just lied down in the batter's box because they're so fucking old.
God.
So actually died in the batter's box.
Yeah.
I remember that. They had him on life support and everything, and they just didn't make it.
Dragged him out in the iron lung.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he got fucking
But like,
beamed in the head, and that's how he went. That was rough. That's rough shit to watch. I'm not gonna lie.
It was pretty tasteless that they replayed it 6 times on national television.
Like, it was weird how they played it off as like somehow respectful, like the whole thing. I don't.
We're just gonna watch it one more time in slow motion just to make sure that we all understand how serious of a situation this is. And as you
Here
can see,
it
he's
comes.
there. And
And there he goes.
they just play in the arms of the angels and just replace him in slow motion.
hey, John, how do you think this death will affect the season moving forward for this team?
Oh no, the Kulu Yaku horn just looks like the fucking generic fucking Monster Hunter World weapon. I can't
What?
make this on principle.
Oh, just don't.
Yeah. It's just the bone horn with a single fucking feather.
I'm the bone of my horn.
I am the bone of my horn.
Unlimited Boneworks.
Here, Patrick, let's start with the jar. No, Patrick, that's the bone of my soul.
God. Obscene.
Possibly one of the dumbest videos I've ever watched, but I have watched it multiple times.
Owen, are you gonna get this game just so you can design your dog?
I mean, probably. If you guys think I should get it, I'll probably get it.
I mean, I would. Haley has it.
Yeah, she is one of the 5 people that's currently playing it on my Switch.
Oh, is she? Oh, good for her.
Listen,
She said she was gonna play some solo tonight because she's at home and her internet absolutely cannot withstand anything.
Oh, it can't handle the power of.
It can handle enough for us to see that she is playing Monster Hunter Switch and no more.
Her character is visible, but nothing else.
Yeah.
but like between her and maybe Owen, we will always have 4 people because God knows it'll never be Duncan.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll see. Maybe. It's only what time for him? 5?
It's 5:10, yeah.
Like, that's pretty. I mean, like, if he was doing something during the day, I don't know. Why am I defending him? Wait, what did you go?
Yeah.
What?
Did you go out on a hunt?
No. I posted one.
Oh.
I was standing right next to you in game when you said, "Where did you go?"
Huh. It was weird because it was gray instead of red on, like, next to your name.
Oh, that is weird.
But you are correct.
He's weird.
He's weird. He's weird.
He burnt my shake.
And there's my ride. Those are 2 different episodes, and I conflate them very often.
Yes.
No.